I mean, there was just hot, sexy stuff going on in every room.
All the rooms.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, we started in the observation deck.
That's true. We did sit in there.
We sat in there for a little while.
Yeah, at one point
I
we
wanted
started
to
in and
sit.
somebody was giving her boyfriend a and I think we walked away, and then we came back and she was fucking him on the chair. That was hot to watch that.
On the benches?
Yeah, on the benches. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
next
So
to
the
where you
people
guys were?
watching.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It was good.
Yeah. Yeah, but like each of the little 5-bed areas had some really hot scene going on, and so there was a lot to watch last night in there.
Yeah.
It was pleasantly busy.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, so then we went to the sensual room was a little less populated. The dark laser room was pretty full, but we landed in the group room again.
We had not been in the group
We had
room.
not been in the group room.
You
Right.
guys had been.
This was
We
night
had
3 for us.
I think
For
the only
us.
room we didn't do was the dark,
Yeah.
the
Oh.
laser
Yeah, that is the
room.
only room we didn't play in over the 3 days.
So we come into the group room. We've done our couple laps. We come into the group room, and so like they said, you get these 2 great big multi-mattress areas, dead center of the room with aisles between and around them, and then kind of like the horseshoe all around the walls with all the other beds. And so the bed, as we walk in on our left, this big group here, very active.
Yeah.
Bunch of people having the time of
It
their
was
lives.
hot as shit to
gosh.
watch. There was probably, 10 or
At
12
least,
or 14 people?
Yeah.
It was a
And-
lot.
and
And they
like
were all
100
together.
watching.
Yeah, and they were all legs and ankles and arms.
And because so all the energy is focused right there, this group of beds over here, totally vacant.
Well, there were a few of them.
And then there were, all the horseshoe beds, and there were at least 2 or 3 that we quickly looked at and said, we can go over there in that corner, we can go over here against this wall. And I'm like, all right, so where are we going? And everybody stands around and looks at the floor, and I'm like, great, right here, dead center, front door.
right in front of everybody.
Yes, the first 2 beds when you walked in the door.
And was it worth it?
It was worth it.
yeah.
It was good. So that was the second prize if you couldn't be the exhibitionist in the exhibition room, actually, so this was the third prize. So if you couldn't be in the registration office or on the observation deck, this was as highly visible as those places because
It
you
was.
could
yes.
not walk
Yeah.
into
Yes.
that room without seeing us. So everything was on display. But it was actually really hot. It was really fun. There were people behind the one bed behind me. Always stayed open, I think, but behind you guys.
Oh,
so
yeah,
we
that
were
was hot.
we were the
Yeah.
first
Yeah.
2.
Really hot.
So we were
Yeah.
the first 4 people on these 2 beds, and then it went back. Yeah. So the couple behind he was at one point in time he was fingering her, and I looked up because she was getting ready to come, and that was hot hearing her getting ready to come, and I looked up and he had her around the neck.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
saw that.
And I was like,
yeah.
oh, that made me
Yeah,
really
like-
even more wet, splooshy. And I'm like, thank you for looking up on that one because it was really because
It was hot. It
there's
was
so to me I can hear when I'm in the room. I can usually hear I'm like faking it, or it just doesn't, or it's just not like so visceral. And for that woman, that turns me on. Like when I hear that, I can hear yeah,
Right.
and even some of my own stuff. It's just I know that those are the sounds, but when you're really there and it's really getting
And then the fire alarm goes off?
yeah, I know. It didn't last night. It did not. Yeah. So anyway, so they were behind you guys, and then the big huge puppy pile was going on, and so the thing that was really cool was because people would come in, and sure we were right there, but the puppy pile was right there, and I'm sure that was a lot more entertaining than we were, and so that kind of
Not all the time.
that just eased my mind. I know, but mentally, so it allowed me to check out and not think about the fact that we're first when you walk in the door.
I just had blocked out. I didn't want to make eye contact with anybody, and just that way I can kind of relax and enjoy.
Yeah, that's to say, yeah.
Because if
And me,
I
I'm
could
looking
get in
around
my
the
head
room
does.
to see if
time.
anybody's making eye contact.
Well, that's
Yes.
exactly what I was about to say. It's like,
Because sometimes
you got to
do.
be making eye contact.
No, I don't.
That's how we entice people to...
Oh my
Right?
God.
How can you give them the nod if you haven't even made eye contact yet?
Because we're busy having orgasms. That's right.
Thank you very much.
Oh, that makes
I'm
sense.
not
'cause
reading
we're
the
busy
room.
trying not to have our orgasm yet.
Yeah, so that's why you are supposed to be looking around, and we're just supposed to be doing our thing, I guess. I don't know. See, I don't shop while I'm in the middle of having
enjoying
sex.
my
I'm not
sexual
looking for other
experience.
people. You're shopping. You are totally shopping. Now that I think about it, I heard you talking, and you're like, okay, now, and you're still fucking. All right, those people over there. Did we know they were going to be here? I don't know. Did you know they were going to be here? And I'm like, they're planning out. They're in the middle of fucking, and they're still talking about like he's looking around the room to see who he is. Totally do that. But you do it too. I looked up and you're looking. I'm like, hello, right here, pussy, right here, and you're like,
because every now and then it works. It's all it takes. So you're saying there's a chance.
There's always a chance. There's always a chance. Yeah. So that was going on last night. There was a lot of that, but it was really cool. It was really hot. I really enjoyed it. I was quite responsive, had a nice time during our play. I looked up a couple times, quite a few times. There were times where there were people standing there watching us. There was time when there was nobody there at all.
Yeah.
And it was just, and I loved that. It was just like, I didn't feel like we were under the microscope. It was hot. It was sexy. It was a great room. It was very frenetic, a lot of energy, a lot of chit-chatting. You could hear people laughing about other stuff, not even related. So if you wanted a quiet space, that was not the room to be. If you wanted people to be respectful of your sexy time, that is not the room to be in. They're laughing about going to the movies and whatever, and people, then they're and these people are screaming and having, but it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, which I could not have done before.
I'm still so PTSD'd about your response to playrooms that it threw me off about you being upset being in there, and then I'm like, oh wait, he doesn't.
It's taken me a long time.
Yeah,
that's one of the benefits of that. I can relax now. I can enjoy myself because before I'd be like, oh, here we go.
Right. Like as soon as someone starts laughing or any woman with a high pitched wrong voice, not that there is, but you know how you react and respond is like, and
although now I'm the one, like if there's a lot of excessive, I'm like, God damn, people shut up. And he's keeping going.
Kickstand.
So we finished last night. We finished playing. We wrapped it up and we headed upstairs. And to finish off our evening, have our drink and our pen and whatnot, and left you guys. I think there was about an hour left before the playrooms closed. So
we kept going.
Yeah, we kept going.
We kept going.
Yeah.
We made up. I got my big orgasm. Thank you. Yay. We tried the Liberator wedge.
That was
so they had
amazing.
those. That felt really good.
Yeah.
Got me at a nice angle. I really enjoyed that.
Yeah, we used that actually all 3 nights. 2 of the 3 nights that we were in the group room.
First night we were in the group room. Yeah.
Didn't even think about trying one of those.
Yeah,
I would like to try that.
Yeah.
Well, when we moved, because when you guys left, I think we stayed for a little bit.
Yeah, and then we had to go to the restroom, and we came back.
Yeah, because there was nobody in the observation deck.
Yeah, they were starting to close stuff down.
They were starting to close that up. So we were like,
breakdown night.
Yeah, so we went back to the group room, went to a different area, and there was a Liberator wedge on the bed.
Yeah. So that's what made you think of trying it. Oh.
Yeah, and there was some hot action going on next to us. Some of the people that we had met during the day.
Yeah, we saw a lot of the people that we had met during the day. Playing and
yes, we did.
But she didn't make eye contact, so.
Not your night.
Next time.
Yeah.
Well, she had 2 guys.
She had 2 guys.
So.
Yeah.
She was busy.
She was busy.
She didn't need another on her dance card.
Yeah.
2 birds in the bush is worth 1 in the hand.
Her 1 in reserve.
Try mix or no try mix. She was already preoccupied.
Yeah. So we wrapped it up, and actually, I think when we left, they may have been the only 3 left.
I think so.
In the room.
Yeah.
So on Thursday night, we were literally the last.
We were the
to
last
leave.
ones.
Yeah, and which is often the case with us. But then, but last night, there was still that trio was going at it hard, but we were done.
We were done.
And I. Yeah.
So you did.
I did. I had worked hard.
Yeah, you.
Yes, you did.
So that was pretty much it. I mean, it was so all in all,
this was an amazing.
We did
amazing
meet new people to
experience,
play with. I felt more comfortable in a long time than I have, though. For me personally, this was a really great trip. You and I talked about it last night a little bit. It was a really great trip. It was really, it was great. I felt comfortable. I felt good. It was nice. It was nice to. I pushed through a lot. was a tough weekend, but I pushed through a lot. Yeah, it was good. So I'm looking forward to more
Yeah.
events and things.
This was an amazing event, and I'm so impressed. Like top to bottom.
Yeah,
Great time.
Yeah,
It was fantastic.
Definitely want to come back.
Yep.
We started to talk about it a little bit, and I said, "Don't talk about it. Nobody talk about it," even knowing full well that we all had an amazing time. So, I think hands down, these events, if you can swing it and want to do it, they had vendors. They had so there was there's always a little bit of vendor. There were a little bit of workshops, the meet and greets, but it's so well done for the scale that they do it at. So it's an amazing event. So cannot wait to go to the other two to see what those are like as well.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
10 out of 10.